Hey, I'm Becca with the Happy Ever Crafter, and today I'm going to show you my favorite way to do white calligraphy on craft paper like this. Let's jump right in. So first things first, let's talk about the supplies. What I have here are these little craft paper baggies. These are what I use for my workshops, and I put all the tools in them. So I'm going to be writing in white on top of these craft papers. I have a laser level, so this is how I keep a straight line across my bag, and this is just like a $10 laser level from the hardware store. It's called a Johnson Hot Shot, but really any laser level that will shoot a line straight across is perfect. And then I have the Uniball Signo, S-I-G-N-O, however you want to say that. This is my favorite white pen. It's really just like a gel pen, but it's a nice and opaque one. There are a couple other options for these. Sakura makes a jelly roll that's white like that, but I find this one to be the thickest and the most opaque. And another option you could use if you're writing white on craft paper would be Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. This is like a really thick white paint, and you just add water to it and you can use it. But you would want to use something like this water brush, any water brush, just so that the water is getting added to that paint and it's not so thick. And then it's just like a paintbrush on the end. So this is a Pentel water brush, but there are tons of different brands. I find that these are a little harder to use and they give it a bit of a different look than what I'm going for these baggies, but this is also a good option for white on craft paper. So I'm gonna get started, and basically all I'm gonna do is turn on my laser level and shoot the line across the page. If you're concerned that you're really bad at seeing when the line is level or when the line is straight across compared to the way your bag is, you can actually just mark off where your line should go. But this is really nice because you don't have to use a pencil or a pen or draw a guideline and then go back and erase it after. This is just going to leave a laser level line, and then when you turn it off, it's gone. So I'm going to jump in and do all of these name tags in my white pen, and I'm going to be using the faux calligraphy technique that we've talked about in previous videos. So if you don't know what that is, you can go back and watch those afterwards. But basically that's it. And so that's really it for how to do white calligraphy on craft paper. The other thing I wanted to mention just before we finish off here is if you are a beginner and you're kind of nervous for putting the white ink right directly on the bag and you want to kind of lay out the lettering first, you can use a pastel chalk pencil, or you can just use a normal chalk. This will let you do a really light guideline on the bag first, and if you mess up, you can just rub it off or smudge it off. I find this is a little bit better than pencil because oftentimes you can see the pencil through white ink, or it's harder to erase and just sometimes you'll leave a mark from the pencil. So pastel chalk pencil or just regular chalk is a really great way to avoid that. So hopefully this video was helpful, and I will see you next week.